Hello. So, to continue with my report, we stop with social networking, right? So, the disadvantages of social networking are first, lacks emotional connection. It gives people a license to be hurtful. It decreases face to face communication skills. It conveys inauthentic expression of feelings. It diminishes understanding and thoughtfulness, causes to face interaction to feel disconnected, and it facilitates laziness. And I think you would agree with me with the disadvantages of social networking because when I compare my quality education back in the day is beyond compared with the quality of education that the students in the present generation are getting when it comes to quality. But then because of the modernization, we lean towards to the use of technological advancement. Like I said on the first part of my report, it it is a good servant but a dangerous master because like I said, technology just like a two-edged sword wherein it can conquer, it can develop, it can enhance, but on the other side of it, it can harm or it can kill. And also, there is a lack of social skills nowadays among students and even peers, even adults. We lack social skills. We tend to be selfish because we don't like to share. Well, not me in particular, but then because of their advance and they compare themselves that they are very good in computer. They have this kind of literacy skills. They are better off than the others, but they don't. It's just like developing an alter ego because you tend to be boastful of your knowledge. Well, in fact, I think it's not about the knowledge that you get. It's the way it is a matter of how you apply your knowledge to a real life situation. All right, now let's move on to the trend. Today's information about the world around us comes not only by words printed on a piece of paper, but more thought powerful images and sounds of our multimedia culture. Although mediated messages seem to be self evident, in truth, they used to complex audiovisual language, which has its own rules, which has its own language, in which can be used to express many layered concepts and ideas about the world. So what I am saying is it's no longer plain and simple. Technology brings complexities when it comes to language, when it comes to language use, and technology changed the landscape of mankind, of the learning environment, the ecosystem, the way how we interact with each other is not the same as we used to interact before. So, but uh, like I like I said, technology is a very good servant, and but dangerous to master. If we exploit the use of technology for the good of mankind and not for individual benefits, then we can move farther. But if we are going, like I said, if we're going to abuse the use of technology, then it could be detrimental to others because of too much information that the technology is giving us. Well, let me move on to the most popular digital education trends and tools for teachers and learners in management of technology. Well, one example is Edmodo, the one that we are using to upload our assignments, the platform that we are using. Edmodo can it's popular because it's easy to use. However, not everything that we can do on the face to face learning process, we can do it on Edmodo or online. Like what, for example, uh, what's going on with Sir Buj? He couldn't access his account, and that defeats the purpose of having the platform. It is not for him. It doesn't serve the purpose because it doesn't give him that ability to interact or to to enhance his report uh, because of the limitation that he encounters. Next one is the Kahoot. I know you are familiar with Kahoots. I hope you are familiar. It is an educational platform based on games and questions. So we integrate Kahoots in our lessons. It's either it's either before our lesson or at the end of our lesson. Before our lesson, our goal or objective our objective is to enhance their or what do you call it, to activate, sorry, one moment, to activate their knowledge and their prior knowledge, and at the end we try to evaluate how they learn from the topic that we discuss for the day. uh, Kahoot increases students engagement and creates a dynamic social and fun educational environment. The next one is TED-Ed. I like this TED-Ed when I'm using it. Uh, it's a website. It's a free website who who can where you can access different informative uh, talk from different resources. So and you can just Google the topic you want, and a particular resource speaker can discuss the questions. Mostly it is related to classroom teaching learning process. The next one is the freerise.com. I hope you are going along through my PowerPoint, but I'm not presenting it. I'm just giving you the review or discussing a little bit piece by piece. So freerise.com is another game base, and it is for vocabulary building. If I want to build the vocabulary skills of my students, then I would ask them to log into freerise.com, or in uh, they can donate rice to to the hungry or to the poor across the globe. So what is cool about it is the students are developing their awareness about other people living across a country or across the globe, wherein they're going in the the protocol of the game is they're going to identify at least 1 through 20 or 1 to 30 vocabulary. If they make mistakes, then 150 or 150 grains from will be taken away from their basket to donate to the poor. Okay, so this is this is what I call the game-based curricula or the gamification, wherein in the game-based curriculum, it actively engages both students and teachers. Each lesson built around gameplay allows students to explore key key concepts through activities, discussions, labs, and worksheets, and of course, games rather than reading extensive instruction. Or active engagement motivates students to think like scientists. So it's just like learning by doing or experimentation or making a project. So it is a very good integrate technology integration in the classroom, because you can see how your students master the skills. Okay. Another trend in technology is the nomological net in bioengineering. So it is more of the medical fields like bioengineering, nanoengineering, biochemistry, biomedical. So here, these are the examples wherein the one that I gave you is a core needle. So it is sort of smart needle consisted of modified 18 gauge percutaneous access needle. So it's just like a needle wherein it is inserted through the different parts of the body, and then the robots, there is an automation that can detect or can aspirate a sample, tissue samples or cell samples from your body for biopsy. So it's mostly for higher, it's not higher level of the use of technology. And if you have question, please write it down, because I might have some important parts of my topic that I'm not able to give it to you, in case that you have your confusion or any kind of question or reinforcement. Then I would greatly appreciate if you will share it on Sunday your time. Thank you. So let's proceed to the next one. So the last topic that I'm going to discuss is the support system. Like I said, simply adding technology is not sufficient to address the changing nature of instruction. Spaces must be redesigned from the ground up to accommodate 21st century student and faculty needs, as well as a variety of instructional models. Well, here it should be tech friendly, or think technology friendly. Yes, technology is intended to solve problems, but with the different problems we are encountering or technical difficulties using technology, I think we have to address about the problems before we can actually venture. We should have a long-term planning researching before we implement or before the acquisition of technology in the classroom. The next one is the flipped classroom. When you say flipped classroom, it's just like it changes its name. It's not about you literally change or put your chairs up and down just to flip your classroom. That's not the way how it is. It is um, it is aided by technology because students and teachers can use the multimedia, can use the podcast, can use the online resources, and then at the same time using the classroom. So it is a combination with online and the traditional. So it's just like a blended learning process. The next one is how to make the next one is how to make it easy. Well, classrooms nowadays are equipped with interactive whiteboards, documents, cameras, lectures, captures, and digital conferencing should also include an automated control system that provides a single user interface for managing all of the AP. So this is about cloud computing, wherein there is one server and then several sub servers are are attached to one huge powerhouse to supply all the technological to support the technological gadgets or devices that are being used. And when I was watching the local news last night, Virginia won for an a robotic contest, and the student, it's not from our district, but it is from the other district within Virginia, wherein the child are able to develop an automated artificial intelligence. It's a kind of robot who can interact with the students. So that is amazing for a middle school students to redesign a strategy on how to interact with robotics. And then the last one is to ensure a solid infrastructure in the place to support technology enabled learning. There may be specific requirements for servers and storage depending on the particular technology deployed at presence of end user devices in the classroom. It elevates the importance of both network and power. Well, in our school, we are very much supported with that. In every grade level, we have a charging station. We have a card, a Chrome card, wherein the students can put their own Chromebook and then charge it for about, well, it's easy to charge, so that before the next class they will be able to use it. So I think that is awesome for to support the student learning process, because what is the purpose of using the uh, the the Chromebook? Well, in fact, it's not fully serving as it fully serve its purpose. So if you have questions, please jot it down. I think I have a class again. They are back from lunch, so I have to go back to my classroom. I'll see you then.